Hello everyone, am I audible to you? Please let me know if am I audible. Let all get joined. Okay. People are joining still. So I will wait for 2 more minutes, then I'll start. So let me start. Hello everyone, I'm Megha Malviya, one of your seniors from IT branch, and I'm placed in Accenture at 6.5 LPA. Today I'm here to let you know something regarding your placements on topics such as subjects you must focus on for your interviews. And then secondly, I'll tell something briefly about your resume building. And at last, I'll tell you some of the interview questions that are commonly asked in the interviews. Okay, students are still joining. So let's get started. I should wait for 2 more minutes because at least 1 minute. So until now, was I audible? Okay, so let's get started. As you all know, I'll cover all these 3 points. So the first one I'm starting with the subjects that you need to cover for your interviews. See, these are the subjects which you had in your previous semesters. These subjects you may have one of them in your current one also. So the subjects are operating system, DBMS, database management system, ADA, analysis and design of algorithm, and OOPS, object oriented programming, and computer networks, and software testing. Okay, these are the subjects that, okay, I'll mix up both English and Hindi. Okay, I'll speak in Hindi itself. देखो, आपको ये subjects तैयार करना है. That is, you need to know the fundamental of these subjects. Knowing the fundamental means you should be able to explain the concepts in real life situation. बिकॉज अगर आपको कोई कॉन्सेप्ट आता भी है और आप उसको रियल लाइफ में नहीं बता पा रहे हो तो वो उसके आने का या आपको उसका पता होने का कोई मतलब नहीं है, ठीक है। तो फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल इफ़ you can see many interviews. In many interviews it happens like इंटरव्यू पूछता है कि अगर आपको डेडलॉक आता है, you know deadlock, what is deadlock, and you will tell up the definition. After that they ask up what is the real life situation, or how can you explain the okay sir, how can you explain it in the real life situation, give the real life example of so mugging up the definition of concepts won't help. You should know the use of those concepts practically. So the fundamentals of these subjects, and make sure that you don't mug up all the things. You know each and everything conceptually. You are able to explain in front of your interviewer all the things if they would ask how it is applicable in the real life. Next thing, yes, you need to cover or have command over one or two subjects very nicely, like the ones which you will mention in your resume. But in addition to that, some companies also ask about the subjects which are out of your resume. So be prepared with that also. Now these technical subjects are helpful when you have technical interviews. That is obvious. There can be more than one technical interviews in which you will be asked question upon these subjects. And also when there is a technical written question from these subjects comes, which means some of the companies conduct technical written instead of the written, in which only the questions from quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning and verbal section comes. There are technical tests in which most of the question except 10 or 7 to 10 questions are there from these subjects, means MC multiple choice questions are there. So you can prepare for the multiple of these from sites like Geeks for Geeks, which is the best one, or Foundry.com. It also has a number of questions on categorized in different categories. Okay, so if you have some subject on your resume, make sure you have of it. That is in data structure in your resume. You should know data structure. That is you should know the implementation of doubly linked list or tree. They can ask question or programming problem, ask you to write or there is a data that which one is better. They want you from you to know that will you be able to evaluate this data structure is better, to make themselves understand that are you understanding that subject clearly or not. The main thing I want to tell you about this, that prepare the basics of all subjects and be practically understand them practically. Okay, so now let's move on to the next topic, resume building. I'll tell you about this in brief. See, resume is the first thing which your interviewer will in your interview. Okay, it is the first thing, means it is your advertisement. I'll answer all your question at the end of the session. Okay, so resume should be it should not contain we don't like lengthy advertisements. In the same way, it should be crisp and exact. And the short, in a single piece of paper, it should tell so much that which will impress your interviewer. Okay. uh, there are many formats available on the internet, or you can find them from your mentors, which include various sections of resume. And the most common section included in all the formats of resume include the summary, uh, and the educational qualification. Then comes your technical skills, and after that there is your training, projects or internship. Then is listed your achievements and your extracurricular activities. And at last or at first you can have your personal details. Okay, so in this format, this is the basic format of any resume. You do not need to include many headings in it, because you do not need to mess it up or make it so lengthy. So make it short, a short by means of telling that it should be crisp. I mean to tell that it should not exceed the limit of a single page. It should be in the single page, or try to make it on a single page. In your resume, there should not be any spelling mistakes, and spelling mistake should not be there. Proper formatting should be there. Proper layouting should be there. You should be aware of what is written in your resume. Okay, nothing. You should not copy anything from others' resume, and which will result you in not knowing what is written in your resume when you are in the interview room. Okay, so many questions are asked based upon the interview and based upon the resume, because the interviewer has only that single piece of paper which can tell you what all areas he can choose question from to ask to you. Okay, so you need to cover each and everything which is written on that resume. You cannot write anything on the resume and just to make it so impressive. You should really be impressive in yourself also, by knowing that what is written in that. Okay, so after resume building, I would like to tell about the last topic, that is interview questions which are commonly asked in the interviews. So some of the interview questions, there are many questions which depends on various interviews taken by various companies. You cannot tell what will be asked in the interview. It totally depends upon your resume and how you perform there, what is your attitude in the interview. Okay, every interview is different from one another, but there are some questions which are common, because nothing else could be asked instead of that. Like, tell me about yourself. This is the most common question. And why do we hire you? Why do you think you are best fit for this company? And after that, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? So these are the basic questions which you can get from any site. Like, you can Google them and get a list of questions which are commonly asked. Sites like monster.com, and on applications such as Glassdoor. And that application also you can see these questions. Now, the most important questions which are guaranteed to be asked in the interviews are those you need to prepare everything which is written in your resume. You cannot leave any of the thing, because you don't know from which topic or from what word the interviewer can ask you the question from. If you have mentioned subjects like DBMS you have mentioned, you should know SQL very well. and you should know various concepts of DBMS also, concepts like serializability, transactions. So mention those things only which you are confident of. Don't just write them to make it look nice. Questions are asked also on the projects. Your whole interview could go on about discussing the projects that you have mentioned on your resume. Projects, the questions based on projects are um, like, what was your role in the project? Um, have you faced any difficulties? How have you overcome that? What technology have you used? And in some cases, he may ask you to write code related to the concepts that you used in your project. So don't just write the project for the namesake. You should have clear understanding of what it is, what for how, why it was made, and what was the future scope of it. So many times it happens that training the trainings that you have mentioned are also deep dive into, and interviewers want to know that what type of capabilities you have to learn from these types of sources. Interviewers, when he asks these types of questions on projects or trainings, he just want to judge your soft skills, like your teamwork, your problem solving capability. And also one more thing I would like to tell you, that in interviews, coding questions are asked. They may ask you to write code on anything which from any topic which was included in your project, or concept which was included in your subject. So be prepared to implement everything practically, which is written from all the topics which are mentioned in your resume. Okay, so that's all. Now you can ask questions if you have any. Okay. Yes, I'll repeat the subjects on which the TR round goes around. See, the subject around which and the technical round goes are operating system. The first basic subject is data structure. You should know data structure. Good companies demand it. Okay, you should be very well prepared to practically implement each and everything of data structure. Data structure and ADA, that is analysis and design of algorithms. Be well prepared of it. So operating system, data structure, ADA, computer networks, and software testing, and object oriented programming language. These are the main subjects that you must be prepared of. And the technical skills in the resume, so we have to mention. Yes, on the resume you have to mention those subjects on which you are having command, but you should have basic knowledge of other subjects too. Interviewer ask your preferable subject. On seeing your resume, then you will definitely tell the one you have written in that. See, the weightage of aptitude question asked by Akriti. Weightage of aptitude question is more than the technical question in written test. See, it depends upon the company. Most of the companies do not conduct technical written test. Only few conducts it, and you don't even know that you would get technical written or not. You can know this. You can get to know about this by reading the previous year questions or the type of round it conducts. Okay, as certification necessary. See, certification is necessary just to show your good skills, show that you are good in that skill too. But if you are having certification without knowledge, it is just useless, or a useless piece of paper. So the subjects in the interviewer, Prince Tiwari, subject in the interview is similar for all branches, or it depends on the branches? um, Subjects in the interview, it won't be similar for all branches. Like for CSIT, and the subjects I mentioned are must, but for other branches like EC and mechanical, they might not be able to cover these subjects, or not might be able to understand the technicality or conceptual base of these subjects. So they should have a good knowledge of some of these subjects, or they should know one of the programming language. And if they know a database, that would also be good. What all coding languages you knew while you giving your interview? See, coding languages I knew were C, C++, Java, and basics of Python. But the number of languages you know is good. The number of languages you know is good, but you should have command on a single language. Okay, you should know it to every extent. And if you have a command on C++ or Java, it would be good, because it includes collections or STLs. I knew only the basics of Python, so I could not tell much about Python. What about other branches like Prerna Singh? What about other branches like what EC branch? See, for branches like EC, you should be prepared for DBMS, means you should have basic knowledge of database, a subject including query language, and basics of computer, or basic operating system. They don't go much into deep for other languages, but you can take out, Google out certain basic question to prepare for. I would suggest DBMS or operating system. Is it necessary to mention training? And Gaurav Agrawal, is it necessary to mention training and certification? Say, training and certification. Training is necessary. It has become necessary from our time also. It was necessary. It was must to mention training, but mentioned it only when you are full prepared for answering any question regarding that. Which programming language is most popular condensing in companies? See, none of the programming language as such is popular. You should be strong in one of them. I could not say you should skip C, because you must know C, but it does not have collections or STL. So pick up the language which can using which you can build backend as well as frontend very easily. Is it necessary to have the technical knowledge? See, if you are from CS or IT branch, it is from Karthik Maheshwari, is it necessary to have the technical knowledge? If you are from the CSIT, it is must. And apart from that, there is nothing in CSIT. You must have to have technical knowledge. And if talking about other branches, you should have basic knowledge, basic technical knowledge, and your good soft skills or communication skills also pays off if you are from other branches. Okay. What all technical skills were required to crack your job position? Beena Gopalani. See, for my job position, what I required was the code efficiency, means coding skills was the main thing that I got selected at for this position. What I thought, I got selected because of the code optimization, or the code which I provided for the coding round. Okay, how Karan Panchal, how and from where one can efficiently prepare DSN algorithm. See, for data structures and algorithm, the best thing, you should practice it practically. You should be practical for that. And for DS, I would suggest one YouTube channel, that is My Code School. It is the best one to have a very clear understanding of data structures, although it does not include algorithms, but it has good source of data structure. For algorithm, the Coreman book is the best. And technical skills, we should mention mentioning DS or mentioning any subject in the resume. The question was, should we mention DS in our resume or not? We should mention the subject we are most confident in. Mentioning DS shows your basic understanding of the data structure. It is not that important, but you can say the one who knows data structures and algorithm given weightage. He should be given weightage because that is the basic of computer science. And directly or indirectly, the interviewer may ask questions from that. Like in one of the companies, an interviewer has asked, what are the implementation of stack, where you can use stacks. So these are the basic questions which are at the time of interview can go out of your mind. Okay, so is subject data structure for EC branch necessary? It is not that necessary. It was asked by Rishabh. It is not that necessary for EC branch, but if you have learned programming language, then you must have used, because knowledge of programming language is also necessary for other branches if they are appearing for an IT company. So if you have learned programming language, then you must have also you should also have the knowledge of data structure. Okay, so don't be completely blank about it. Should have little knowledge of it. Himanshu Raj, ma'am, please guide about including hobbies and interest in resume. See, interests and hobbies should be written wisely, in the sense that you should not the interest and hobby should be mentioned, which shows up your leadership skills, which shows up your skills like teamwork and how sincere you are. Means the hobbies should not be like that, which are completely different from what you are applying for. Like you cannot write swimming as your hobby, means nothing different. You should relate something that is sincere. Okay, from where did you did your training, Suchi? I did it from Eppin, but the training institute doesn't matter unless and until you do not give your efforts into what you are getting from the mentors from the training institute. Okay, Karan Panchal, how to prepare DS and algo for companies from scratch. As I have told, if you want it from scratch, then for DS, My Code School is best. It is a YouTube channel, and you can go on to that. You will have very clear understanding of that. And for algorithms, you can go for Coreman. Is it Vidushi Saxena? Is it okay that EC student? Is it okay that as a EC student we know C++ and Java? I haven't learned C, but I know the algorithms, but not the syntax part. Yes, it is okay. The concept of C++ and Java are inherited from, or at least of C++ is inherited from C. So even if you don't know the syntax part, it is okay. It doesn't matter. From where did your training on which technology? I went to, as I told, I went to Appen, and on cloud computing with IoT I had my training. Kundan Singh, projects and internship are necessary for the campus selection. Yes, projects are necessary because it shows up your individual and initiative efforts that you made to understand the concept that you owns. Okay, so although internship at this level are not that necessary, but projects are important. How should we face the situation when we don't know the answer during the interview? Gaurav Agrawal. See, if you don't know the answer, you can say, sorry sir, I sorry. By saying sorry you can handle the situation, or you can tell that I don't know much about that and proceed on to the related concept. Okay, as of now most of us do not have internships. Would it affect our selection? Any alternative for it? uh, See, internship doesn't matter much, uh, because the projects or internship at this time uh, can be omitted, because the projects, you have enough projects, and internship only gives you a weightage that you have worked or you have industrial exposure. So have good projects, and alternatives are good projects. Make good projects and mention them on your resume. They will be on their place. How did you prepare for coding round? See, coding, for preparation of coding round, you should be coding every day. You should practice coding every day. Skipping any of the day will lead you to not getting the flow of your thinking. So practice every day. Ultimately you will able to solve each and every question you get in the coding round. Start practicing from easier level to higher level. Okay, what subjects should we give more time? So subjects like, the order I should tell, first one, data structure. If you have any favorite subjects, or you have command over that subject, then you should put it at the top, or otherwise you should follow the sequence: data structure, and ADA, analysis and design of algorithms, and then OOPS, and then operating system, then computer networks, and then software testing. Okay, as a EC student, where should we do our internship? Should we prefer core companies or IT companies? See, if you want to go into the IT companies, want to go into the IT companies, then there is no option. You have to prepare for that, and you can do internship at IT institutes which are there in Bhopal. If you want to do from Bhopal, please mention the area over which our project should be on. See, the projects can be based on the demanding technology also, or it should be, the project should be one which is a full stack application. Okay, it should have a back end and front end. So try to do projects like that. Making projects in advanced Java or Python are useful. Okay, I have command on in Python only. Is it okay? Yes, it's okay. If you are able to make projects or you have made projects in it and you are fully confident in that, it is okay. How to strong aptitude part. See, aptitude part can be made strong just by practice every day, and there are various sites like IndiaBix, is the best one or is enough. You can also go on to sites for aptitude part. Careerbliss.com, it is a good site, and it also has a number of a variety of questions available in it with the discussion forum. Okay, so the subjects in an interview is similar for all branches. Are the subjects in interview is similar for all branches, or it depends on the branches? If you are from non-IT branches, then the subjects differs. You won't be able to be as expert or as clear in those subjects which are related to IT. Okay, so please pardon the sites. The sites I have mentioned for sub resume building, or this question was at which point of time, I don't know. Yes, it is for, okay, I forget. Okay, so I think this is it. How many minimum projects should we have for a single project work? Minimum of 2 projects you should have, or and if you have more, it is okay, but minimum of 2 projects is good. What was your project on which technology? So I had a full stack project on Java, which was an application including front end and back end. And one more project I had was of IoT. It was related to IoT and automation project, home automation project. Okay, I think you have done with the questions you have. Anyone else have any other question? What kind of application you made? I made a desktop application. It was an billing application. It included the use of JDBC and front end, which was made using core Java. What shall we do? What shall we do? Technical. If I'm understanding it correctly, then you're asking that what should you do if your technical round is fully goes on your projects. Is it? Yes. So you should explain your project very well. You should be very clear, very thorough with your project. Every detail of it you should have. You should be prepared to answer any question regarding your project. Okay. Which technology you work on? Talking about technology, I worked on IoT, or if technology also in some time includes programming language, so I worked on C, C++ and Java. Tell us little about your front end and back end projects. See, the project only the single projects include both front end and back end. So um, it was just like taking inputs from the user, then fetching details from the database, and then showing up the result to the user. So it was a mix of the front end GUI and the back end database management. The certification courses generally from Coursera and the related projects prepared under these courses hold any worth while giving your interview. See, the courses does matter if you have good knowledge of it, otherwise it won't matter much. It adds a good impression if you have good course and you have good knowledge of that too. For coding round, all the test cases should be passed for selection. Yes, there are companies which give clears the round or accepts the solution only when all your test cases gets passed, and there are only few which gives weightage to 50%. If you have solved, if your solution solves 50% of your test cases, so try to code such that your program should solve all the test cases. Okay, can I tell about technical round type of questions they ask? See, technical round is basically testing of your capability, testing of your problem solving capability and the knowledge you have in your domain. Okay, so questions are generally asked from the technologies or subjects or projects that you have mentioned in your resume. And they may ask you to write code on based on very simple logic, or it may include the use of some programming techniques also, like dynamic programming, etc. For backend, which language should be preferred? For backend, you should go for Java, and it is good language. Okay, so that's it. Do anyone have any other question? Done with the questions? So at last I want to tell that to prepare for interviews, be very clear with your preparation. Do prepare for everything which is on there, which is there on your resume, and start making your resumes, because by making them you get to know what you know at this point of time, because you would write only that things on the resume which you could definitely explain to your interviewer. So start making up your resumes and prepare, make yourself that your resume should look good and you matches what is there, your knowledge matches what is there in your resume. Okay, uh, improve your communication skills. This you could do by um, reading newspaper daily, or reading news daily, reading articles daily. Okay, this will automatically improve your English. So because you need to speak in the interview in this language only. Okay, so be good at your communication skills. Prepare your resume nicely. Be keep preparation of all the basic and technical subjects of your branch, means of these branches. Okay, few more questions I have. Framework that can be used for Java. See, I haven't done um, advanced Java, so I cannot accurately tell you an answer for that, which is more, which is better than the other. For higher package, what else we should learn apart from you told? See, for higher package, the key thing that you should know is coding. If you know how to code very well, how to code optimizedly, in an optimized way with keeping in mind the space and time complexity, then you can make it to the higher package. Knowledge of technical subjects along with the coding skills will lead you to the higher package. Okay, from where do you practice for coding round? Hacker rank is good. Hacker rank, Hacker Earth, Lead Code is also a good site to prepare from. You can see questions from questions which are asked in different companies on Lead Code. How did you master programming right from your first program? See, I have practiced programming on HackerRank. It is a good site to practice, which is more valuable. Communication or technical, please guide. Communication as well as technical, both are valuable. Means you can say you won't be able to explain your technical skills if you aren't good at your communication. Okay, so both are necessary. To explain it to your interviewer that you know something, you need to communicate well. Okay. What is the difficulty level while coding round? Difficulty level of coding round depends upon the company you're appearing for, and most of the time, you can say there are or not most of the time, there are programming questions based on, you can say, moderate level coding questions are asked, not too simple, not too tough. Sometimes there are difficult coding questions also. Means simple logic based questions can also be asked, or questions which have implementation of various techniques, programming techniques like recursion, dynamic programming are also asked. They need to check your technical implementation of your technical concepts, and are you able to make optimized code or not. There are also questions which are based on collections, hash maps, hash sets. So collections are also important for coding. Okay, after how much work one should do, EX1 should do MB according to you for higher packages? Sorry, I'm not able to understand this question. So as much as I understand, for higher package you need to have command on your coding skills. Coding skills and technical concepts are the key points to get you to the big companies. So that's it. At last, I want to tell, prepare well. Start your preparation. If you have not started, start preparing for the different rounds from today itself. Start coding. Start preparing for your return, because without crossing the first step, you won't be able to go to other rounds. Be prepared. Code every day. Prepare. Make your routine for your preparation. Stick to that and prepare for it. Otherwise you will the result of your not preparing from now will be seen as a symbol of your rejection. Okay, so that's it. I think nobody have any other question now. He's asking whether he should go for MBA for higher package. I don't think you need to do MBA for higher package. Even if you have done in B, you can get very higher package also. It is not necessary. Okay. So thank you everyone. Nice to talk to you. Prepare well and all the best for your placements.